In the 1920s, Americans were looking to celebrate. Not only had they just won World War I, but they had been sacrificing for a very long time to make the world a better place. Throughout the Progressive Era, many Americans had fought and sacrificed to try to improve conditions for people living in slums, to improve conditions for workers and for labor, to fight the corruption in politics, and of course they capped it all off with the war to end all wars, World War I, in which they hoped that they had made the world safe for democracy. Well, after all that sacrifice, people were ready to find out what's in it for themselves. It's about time they get to enjoy something for all their labor. And so, after a brief economic downturn of less than a year as they re-geared the economy from a wartime economy to a peacetime economy, things start to prosper. During the 1920s, the Republicans will win back the presidency and maintain the executive office throughout that decade, as America goes through a decade where it looks like there's no end to the economic prosperity, to the growth in business. Calvin Coolidge will make the comment, which is often quoted, "The business of America is business," and certainly American business did seem to be doing well. It benefited not only the very rich, but it benefited the working classes as well. Unemployment drops below 5% throughout the 1920s. People have jobs, people have money to spend. And there's all kinds of new inventions like the radio. You have the electric washing machine and iron and vacuum cleaner and all kinds of other things, and of course the proliferation of the automobile to make modern life in America easier and more enjoyable. Not only that, but American society is beginning to change as well. Although there's this party atmosphere throughout the 1920s, one of the progressive reforms that had succeeded was prohibition, which would be a little bit of a challenge for many, as Americans look to celebrate through the use of alcohol, which was now illegal. That's going to give rise to crime syndicate. You're going to see gangsters, especially in the big northern cities, making a lot of money smuggling illegal alcohol into the cities. Down south, moonshining is going to be very popular, and there's going to be a bit of a struggle to deal with this new challenge. Also, culturally, other things are changing. In art, in music, in race relations, things are developing in a way they never had before, as the Harlem Renaissance begins to make African American culture a mainstream part of society. Now, we know this decade is going to end badly for everyone once the stock market crashes, but for at least a decade, America's got to celebrate, got to enjoy themselves, and enjoy the Roaring 20s, also known as the Jazz Age.